It's my feel-good breakfast show.
A very warm welcome back on this Tuesday morning, live on SABC3 is your feel-good breakfast show, and it's time for our health chat. Now, we've all had that moment when you climb out of a chair a little bit too fast, or you move a little bit too fast, and then, just that back pain, in the back. Yeah, so back pain is one of the most common and most frustrating health issues to deal with. And today, with our resident Doc Darren Green, we're in studio. We're going to be digging our knuckles into the tissue and exploring the world of back pain. Always good to have you here. So
Thank you very much. Fantastic. Thank you.
Excellent. And likewise, of course, as we do every Tuesday, we open up our lines 083-9133-728. Do give us a call. So before we get started, let's back it up a little bit. Explain to us the different parts of the back and what exactly your back is made up of.
Yeah, so if we analyze the skeletal structures or the skeleton that keeps you upright and helps you to maintain a posture, the back is obviously crucial and imperative for this process. Your muscles are hung on this beautiful skeleton, and they're all arranged around the center pivotal axis of the back. Now, that spine consists of vertebrae, which are the bones, which you can see a little bit of a picture behind us over there. And then between those vertebrae, they look like drums, by the way, and on top of the drum you'll find a little disc, which is the disc that absorbs pressure between the vertebrae.
Yes.
You always hear people speaking about discs wearing through, bone on bone, eventually through degeneration of those discs. So that obviously absorbs shock. It assists obviously in protecting the surfaces of those vertebrae or those drum-like bones. And you've got obviously three regions of the spine. You've got the neck, which is the cervical region. You've got the thorax, which is the mid-region, and the lumbar spine, the lower back, which is probably one of the greatest causes of back pain.
Yes, where the lumbar punch usually happens.
Yes, the lumbar puncture is at the level there of L1.
Okay.
So very interesting. We see, for example, so many people struggling with things like posture, having then secondary muscle spasms, which then lead to a whole region of your skeletal muscle posturing being disturbed. In other words, spasms moving from one group to the next, and then you brace yourself as you wake up with a stiff neck off the pillow in the morning, and then it leads to other muscles locking down, going into spasm, and so forth. That's the upper back. The lower back, we obviously don't practice good back hygiene in terms of picking up weights with the right technique. We often move too quickly. We don't align our bodies properly to distribute the weight evenly between two legs. Think about the gym. Think about getting out of the car even as you step out of the car. Correct. Yes. And you know, the cars are quite low set. When you're getting out of the car, it's quite difficult to get out of that deep, and that's not even the lowered suspension sports cars. So you must imagine as you twist and turn, you then can put the back under tremendous strain and stress with abnormal posturing.
And what about your genes? Can they in any way contribute to, problems with your back?
No, for sure. So genetically, obviously, things like abnormal curvature of the spine, there are conditions that are linked to inflammatory back pain, obviously things like what we call bamboo spine or ankylosing spondylitis, which runs in families, where you have back pain from a very young age. So it's one of the important differentials not to forget in people aged 20 to 30 that present with back pain.
Okay.
So yes, certainly. And then, of course, the other aspects of health that contribute to back pain being things like your body form and your posturing and so forth. Even your gait is similar to your dad's or mom's when you walk.
Yes.
It's interesting to observe those changes. So the skeletal shape and form certainly has a genetic component.
All right, we'll talk more about that, including how if you have overindulged during the Gidizemba boss period and you have not gotten rid of the midsection, it could affect your back health.
Yes.
So do give us a call on 083-9133-728 if you have any questions to ask. Right now, let's go over to the kitchen. We're about to make a dish that was so nice they had to name it twice.
Yo.
Gado. Gado.